All right, here we are. Rusev versus Jack Swagger for the United States Championship. This was very fast. This was a very good match. You can see that the pace was 100% going through this, trying to save as much time for Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt in the TLC main events. I think a lot of it had to do with trying to save time for those guys. But the way that Jack Swagger and Rusev had this United States versus Russia, really, we hate each other feud that the fans really get behind and the fans really believe that they just don't like each other. Rusev comes down to the ring, is about to have some sort of long-winded promo by Lana. Basically, Jack Swagger's music kicks off and he comes running down to the ring and the fight is on from there. Basically, Rusev was able to get the accolade on once for Jack Swagger. He was able to make the ropes from there. And then almost immediately after that, basically Rusev slapped the accolade on to Swagger once again and held him down on the mat for a long time, a lot more time than they would normally give a match before there's a ref stoppage due to basically Swagger not really doing anything. But after a long period of time, Swagger was able to power out and basically able to kick out of the accolade, flipping it right into an ankle lock. Which he was able to hold in for just a very short moment before Rusev was able to roll out of the ring and then give Swagger a side kick, which basically knocked Swagger out down on the floor. It looked like they were going to do another count out finish. As Rusev was sliding back into the ring, Jack Swagger was able to get back up into the ring, but not for long before Swagger was hit by another side kick, which set up another accolade. And 3 accolades in one match is a lot, and it was enough to take Rusev down. I'm sorry, it was enough to take Jack Swagger down, and Jack Swagger was forced to not win this match and fight another day. It'd be interesting. I think both of these guys will be entrants into the Royal Rumble. Neither one, I think, really has a big chance to win it. Rusev is the guy who's undefeated. Last year he did pretty well in there, but I don't think that he's a guy that people are thinking is going to main event WrestleMania this year. Maybe you can see something that they could build to. Rusev is first going to need to find a way to lose and maintain what he has going for him right now. I think that when Rusev takes his first loss in the WWE, I think that honestly it's going to be a big knock to his character, which has been undefeated. A lot of people were complaining about Charlotte losing on Raw last week, and even though Triple H stood up for it and said that it was basically not her debut, and then once her debut is really a debut, it'll be a bigger thing. That was more of a way of just trying to get eyes on NXT before the NXT big show, and even though she did lose the match, it's a weird way to get eyes on the product. It wasn't her debut, but if you think about it, Bo Dallas came in to a good long winning streak, being called up from NXT. You had Adam Rose, another guy that lost before anybody even noticed that he had lost his undefeated streak. He had a good little undefeated streak going for him. Rusev still going strong. The Shield was undefeated forever after getting called up, and they were all big storylines inside WWE. Not all rookies come up from NXT and that are going to hit the ground running and be undefeated. I know that it's a way to show that NXT really is proving bigger guys up there, but every once in a while somebody's gonna get called up and be like, man, this guy was really good in the minors, but what is he gonna do once he reaches the majors? And I know everybody wants to swing for the fences, and I know that everybody wants their guy to be the next one. We're going to have to see what happens with Rusev once he loses. That's what I'm looking forward to, and trying to see where they can build from here. Swagger is the guy that I really like. Rusev is the guy that I like watching his matches. He's just a big, bulky dude. They can hit each other, another guy in a match 100 times, and it sound really well. And I'm sure it hurts, but it doesn't really show it inside of the ring. I like those guys, and I'm just looking forward to see what he can do with this character once he loses his first match. They didn't bring out the European Championship like a lot of people thought was going to be the big rumor of the weekend. Maybe one person who commented on my video is right, basically just saying that maybe this is the toy belt that WWE is going to be being made by Mattel, and they had to go in and they had to change a few things, basically putting World Wrestling Entertainment on there, which never was on the belt because the belt was retired before Entertainment came into play, and then also having to change the block logo, the scratch logo to the new WWE Network logo, giving it a new face, which makes it look a little bit different. Maybe Lana did tweet the picture, maybe she didn't tweet the picture. I didn't see it. I just saw 1,000 news reports, so I just made the video about it. Since Swagger was involved in this, and Rusev is the guy that I cheer for. European Championship was a good title back in the day, but I think it really was a knockdown for the United States Championship, and I think they made the right move by not bringing it back.